Quintus, as the explorer of Hacker Planet, you violate the rules and fall for a woman, Jade Saul. According to the rules, you must be executed. Do you have any last words, my little brother?
I won't let you hurt Quintus.
Jade, I'm not the same as you. Leave first. No matter what, I'll find you. As for him, it's not so easy to kill me.
I won't leave you.
Go! Jade, 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 Jade. Don't scare me. Jade, Jade, Jade. Quinn, Echo. You killed her. Let's go to hell together.
Quintus? Quintus? Quintus, are you coming for me? Why is this man again? Who is he?
Hey!
What do you want?
Make a guess?
Stay back.
You missed it. You're pretty. I can make good money by selling you off.
Help.
Boss.
Don't be afraid, I'm here.
Hey. Are you okay? Hey. Dr. Chenna, please save him.
Miss Solana, please trust me. I try my best.
I trust Dr. Chenna. He has done his best.
Yes.
It's just a punch. Why is it so serious?
Well, actually, he has a tumor in his brain. Because of the hit, the tumor ruptures and becomes severe.
And he only has 3 to 5
live.
months to live.
Yes, 3 to 5 months.
Or maybe shorter.
Ha ha ha, yes.
He's so young. He can't just die.
If over 1,000 years old is considered young, it's indeed boss shouldn't die.
So, Ms. Solana, if you're guilty, please help him to fulfill his wishes.
What wishes does he have?
Miss Solana, it doesn't matter. Can you promise to be a grateful person?
Yes. I'm not an ungrateful person.
That's good, boss. Should you wake up now?
Hey. Are you okay?
Hey, he is awake.
I'm sorry. You saved me. He's handsome. It's a pity to die. How should I repay you?
Be my girlfriend. As long as I live, take care of me and accompany me. Will you?
Girlfriend? I have a fever. I can't really hear.
You are unwilling?
No, I don't want. Of course I'm unwilling.
Actually, I'm highly capable.
I can see that. I mean, we just met? And we don't know each other?
Get it. Sebastian, how much money do we have? Give it all to her.
Boss, you're a spendthrift. We don't have many assets left. We only have real estate, port logistics, chemical factories, petroleum bases, and
They're really good at bluffing? This is not what I mean?
Ms. Solana. Just tell us what you want. We will prepare everything for you.
Actually, I need an assistant to manage my wealth.
I don't want anything.
I can't live long.
Because he saved you.
Be grateful. You won't be ungrateful, will you?
I really can't live long.
What's wrong? When he gets near me, the man in my head will become clearer. Since that's the case, I agree with it.
Really? Really?
But I'm clumsy. If I take care of you, your life may be shorter.
Trying to escape?
A contract?
Of course we need a contract. What if you run away? This is for you. Wear it on this hand. Don't lose it. A love token.
I can't take it. Why can't I remove it?
Sign the contract. Come to my house tomorrow night and take care of me, my girlfriend.
This looks expensive. Forget it, don't feel pressured. After I figure out about that man, I'll return it to him. Scott?
Nia, we just broke up, yet you hooked up with another man.
You gambler jerk, let go of me.
I'm here for money, give me the money.
You...
Go to hell.
Ah.
Why are you here?
I'm sorry. Am I too fierce? Did I scare you?
No. Did you come here by walking?
Yes.
You walked here to pick me up, to take care of you? Are you really dying? Why do I feel like you're strong and healthy?
Ouch. My head hurt again.
Are you okay?
It won't affect my capability. Keep it in mind. These are two different matters. Sebastian. Mrs. Solana. This is the second time. How do you want to thank me?
Mr. Echo, if you have any requests, tell me. I'll definitely go to great lengths to fulfill your request.
Call me by my name.
Name?
I'm your boyfriend. Yet you still called me Mr. Echo. It makes me feel distanced.
Then... Quintus Echo?
Maybe you can simplify it a bit?
Quintus.
Boss, we're here.
Get lost. Go home first. I need to meet someone. I'll be back soon.
It has been 500 years. I finally found you. Quintus.
Jade,
Why is he returning so soon? Who are you?
Indeed, someone's in the house. How dare you steal at Quintus's house? You're seeking death. Bitch, who are you? How dare you seduce Quintus? What a slut.
Peter,
Are you crazy?
if I'm not around you, don't fight with others. What if you can't fight her?
Liana, are you okay?
It hurts.
What's happening?
Mom, it hurts.
Get up.
How are you? Do you need to go to the hospital? Did you get hurt?
Quintus, I need to go to the hospital. It hurts.
I'm fine. It's a complete victory.
Are you having a death wish?
Quintus, she is a thief. Why do you protect her?
Liana Quina starting today. I'll suspend all financial support to you. Get out of my house now. Get lost.
Quintus,
Liana, let's go.
I won't let you go.
She is so unreasonable. The money you fund them goes to waste. What a pity.
Do you like money? From now on, I will have Sebastian give you all the money. How's that?
Why does it have a sour smell? Is the vinegar spilled?
How come I didn't smell it? Is someone feeling jealous?
I didn't?
You're my girlfriend. Why aren't you feeling jealous?
I'm not your real girlfriend. I'm willing to be your girlfriend because... Quintus? Who are they? Who are they exactly? You have a tight chest muscle.
Oh, so you like this kind of thing?
What are you doing? Don't take off your clothes? Hello, Mr. Jones? What? Celestial Ink? Okay, I get it. I need to go to Celestial Ink now. Celestial Ink?
Celestial Ink?
No choice, I need to work?
You seem unwilling to go?
I'm a fashion assistant. Mr. Jones wants me to get their employees' body measurements. And I heard the president of Celestial Ink is cold-blooded and a bully, which made their employees weird like him.
The president of Celestial Ink is cold-blooded and a bully?
I also heard the president always brought different women to his office just because he had an eternally unaging, handsome face. But the time they spend together is very short. Do you think he brought those women to his office to have sex? Yet he seems impotent. My goodness.
Impotent?
That's right. Oh my. He is vicious and has bad breath. It's disgusting.
Vicious and has bad breath?
Let's not talk about him. It's really disgusting. I'm running late. Can't talk to you anymore. I'll leave first.
I didn't expect you, a lowlife, to be still alive. Since I can kill you once, I can kill you hundreds of times.
Let go of me, Quintus. Help. Quintus, help.
It's been 500 years. Is this how you greet your big brother, my dear Quintus?
Quintus, ah! It's you!
I'm sorry, I'm late again.
Kill them!
Damn it. I kissed Jade and caused my power to be sealed.
Quintus! Quintus, where are you? Quintus, 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 where are you?
Mia? Mia, wake up?
Quintus,
Mia?
Quintus,
Mia, you're awake.
Quintus. Did you get hurt? Why did that man want to kill us? Did we die?
Mia, are you having a bad dream?
Bad dream?
Ms. Solana, you fainted after you went out. You must have a heat stroke
A heat stroke can cause confusion?
and hallucinations.
Yes.
It's impossible. Let go of me.
Kill them!
Did I really have a heat stroke? But
There's no but. Trust me, you have a heat stroke. Mia, actually, I'm worried about you.
I'm going to be late.
Boss, Mrs. Solana didn't wear her shoes.
Oh no.
Where's the boss?
Can he have a heat stroke?
Wow.
As an executor of Hacker Planet, I saved you and your woman. Don't you have to thank me, Quintus?
Sebastian, you little dummy.
I can do it myself. My bad, look at me. I can't even take care of myself.
I've got everything under control.
Looks like you're blaming me for Jade's death too.
Lily, isn't that our middle school? Classmate Mia Solana?
Put me down now. Hurry.
Okay, be careful.
It's already too late. Mia, you're done.
You're such a hypocrite. Where did you get all these actors? Do you even have the money?
She even hired a car.
Oh dear, you're just a small-time assistant from a small company putting up a show. Geez, you really think we don't know who you really are?
Lily, perhaps we really mistaken her. Maybe?
Mistaken? You mean she bought the car, not rented? Maybe her parents bought it? That's impossible?
You can humiliate me, but not my parents.
Oh, right. She has no parents. She's just an unwanted bastard.
You're way out of line.
You're just an unwanted bastard? Just you wait. I'm gonna take it to the HQ. I'll make sure you and your company never set foot in Celestial Inc. again.
Fire these two first.
Sure.
Right? No outsiders are allowed in here. You leave first.
I'm no outsider. I'm your boyfriend.
Do not bring that up now. Hurry.
Alright. I'm off.
How did he sneak in? Why are you here? You caused such a scene earlier. Aren't you afraid of the gossip?
I want to know. Why did you deliberately get so close to me?
No, I didn't.
You sure?
Leave now. I gotta get back to work.
You haven't answered me?
It looks bad if you're kicked out.
Truth.
I was scared you'd get me fired.
So it was a dare, huh? But hey, I can take care of you.
I don't need a man to support me.
So, you support me? I'll make myself yours? What?
Perfect time to try the new lipsticks.
I'm officially inviting you to have dinner at your staff canteen.
No, you'll be kicked out.
No worries. The staff there knows me very well.
You ought to tell me earlier, making me all worried.
See? She has started to worry about me.
No lipsticks then.
Mia Solana.
Who are you? What do you want?
So you're the one who seduced my friend's man. I'm here to teach you a lesson for her.
I've got a boyfriend. He's the best guy in the entire world. I want no one except him.
Talking big. Come. She needs to wake up. Otherwise, she has no idea what it means to humiliate herself.
What are you doing? Don't touch me.
Drink this. Drink this real good.
Brianna, be gentle. Don't make this a big deal. If it gets out and people know my boyfriend was seduced by her, it's an insult to him. My limited edition dress.
So it was you.
Last time you hit me so hard, finally you're in my hands. I have to get my revenge. Otherwise, it wouldn't live up to my name.
Acting like this will only make Quintus hate you.
Only when you're completely gone will he come back to me. Make her kneel before me.
Hands off me.
Let's see who dares to make her kneel.
Quintus.
What's going on?
My bad for not protecting you in time.
Never mind.
Don't lose it again. If not, I can't find you.
Mia, you stupid woman.
So you're Mia's boyfriend. Well. Just a loser compared to Liana's CEO boyfriend.
Quiana, shut up.
Liana, don't be afraid of them. She already has a boyfriend, but still flirts with other men, even dirtying your clothes. She even hurt our friends. We can't just let these things slide.
Shut up.
Liana. Let go of me. What?
Let's leave. Go home.
Quintus, you can't treat me like this for her.
She's my girlfriend. What's wrong with protecting her?
She's not your girlfriend, I am.
I wanted to keep you by my side to protect you. But now, your grievances are because of me. I'm sorry.
You should be? You didn't even ask?
Didn't even ask before doing what? What? Before kissing, right? You meant that as long as I ask, I can do it anytime?
Nope.
That's not how I am. Well, you can kiss me anytime, no need to ask.
What are you saying?
You smiled. You forgave me?
Nope. You alright? How are you feeling?
My illness might be getting worse. I hope before I die, you can forgive me.
Forgive you. I will forgive you whatever you do.
For real?
Yes.
You two can ignore me, carry on. I can also step outside.
And, oh, there's a ball tomorrow night. Will you be my date?
A ball?
Yep.
Okay. You're so thoughtful picking out this dress for me. I didn't want to dirty it early. Okay, I'll go change now.
Ms. Solana has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Of course my jade is clean.
Do I not look good in this?
You're the most beautiful.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Go in, I'll be right back.
Why did he leave?
Mia, you're like a bad penny, always turning up.
Right back at you.
Oh my, you came to this fancy party to hand out business cards? You really splurged, huh? Next month you'll be living on instant noodles again.
That's none of your business.
You're just a filthy beggar. Do you even have an invitation?
Good job. Keep standing guard here.
Why should she? No watchdogs at this ball? They let in any trash now?
I'll check the almanac before heading out next time.
Liana, is she the homewrecker you mentioned?
Yes, that's the bitch who seduced my boyfriend.
Please, Liana, Quintus is my boyfriend. We even have a contract.
Even what? Until you marry him, you're just a mistress?
That's right, just a mistress. Know your place. How dare you come to this ball?
Shameless.
You're so rude. Calling someone a mistress without knowing. Don't you think that's impolite?
We're impolite? This ball is hosted by the city's top dancer. All the guests are VIPs. You're just a pest, ruining the atmosphere. Can you take responsibility?
How are you better than me? If you can come, why can't I?
Because you're low class. Low class people don't belong here.
We've said enough. Get out of here now.
What if I don't?
Then I'll have security throw you out.
Quintus brought me here.
You bitch seducing Quintus again. Ah!
Did you like this kind of entrance?
Yes, how did you do that?
Magic? Do you like me?
Yes. I like you.
Mia, I won't allow you to like Quintus. Quintus is mine.
He'll be my man, Mia's man.
Mia, you're asking for it.
Stop.
She's the city's top dancer.
So beautiful.
Top dancer? Nice choice.
Centuries of dance. Who else first? Hello, I'm Tarola.
Miss Tarola, I'm Liana. I love dancing.
But I don't like you. I think we have a connection.
Thank you. Haven't I seen you before?
Maybe in a dream?
In a dream?
Just kidding. Hello, Mia. I'm Tarola.
I'm in your dreams too.
Quintus often mentions you. Right, Quintus?
Quintus, are you too close?
No. Mia, let's go. What are you trying to do?
Mia, can we be friends?
Can we be friends?
Okay.
Okay.
Only Liana can be your friend, Tarola. Mia's just a bitch.
Perhaps you should ask the man beside you.
Don't cross my line.
My dear brother, you know, I love to challenge your boundaries.
You're asking for it.
Stop. You're all my honored guests. Are you going to ruin the host's ball?
Your ballot is no longer perfect.
I'll have to erase their memories?
No. Tarola, you ruined the romance I prepared for Mia.
You're so old, yet still a lovesick fool.
Stupid.
Mia, did you slap me?
How'd I know who slapped you? Who else would slap me but you? It was you, you bitch. Something happened just now, but I can't remember.
It's okay though. I'll prepare another surprise for you later.
I want one too.
You deserved that slap?
It was you who hit me. It was you.
This punch is from me.
Good job, my dear.
Quintus is so biased towards her. We're in a tough spot.
The deeper the love, the more fun it is to play.
Quinn, we're not here to play. We don't have time for games.
Mia, you're quite the big shot, huh?
What do you mean?
You're the CEO's wife? Really? Haha. You don't think we believe that? Someone like you, as the CEO's wife? Then I must be the first lady.
So tell me, what kind of person am I?
You don't even know? No self-awareness at all? Fine, I'll tell you. Vain, always coveting, the CEO's wealth and looks, trying to go from rags to riches, reach for the stars. Right?
Think what you want?
Oh, she's angry. So you admit it.
Admit what?
That you're trying to catch the CEO's eye, become his real wife.
How I think and act is my business? You seem to enjoy picking on me. Do you want to be the CEO's wife?
Everyone's more qualified than you. Who do you think you are? Hear that? The public eye sees all clearly.
It's not your turn to dream big.
Why are you here?
I'm here to celebrate our 500-day anniversary of meeting.
What have you done? You're interfering with my work.
I'm trying my best to control myself.
The client's measurements and requests need adjusting. Take this to the designer quickly.
It's not my client. It's yours, isn't it?
I'm giving you a chance to learn. Why so ungrateful, Mia? Let me give you some advice. Don't think finding a rich man means you're set for life. Trying to keep a man with looks alone isn't reliable.
Better than being single.
Fine. I'll stop worrying about you. Let's get to business. You won't go? Then, as your senior, I officially order you to go. If you don't, I'll tell the manager you're slacking off.
Hey, Sebastian. Buy Mia's company and put it in her name. What's your name?
Kiana Lewis.
There's another employee named Kiana Lewis. Fire her. Now, you're the boss. No need to work anymore. Let's go home for our anniversary. Excuse us. Thank you.
Did I just get fired?
You rest well. I'll prepare a candlelit afternoon tea.
I'll go with you.
No need, you rest. I'll go now.
We agreed. I'd take care of you.
If you put it like that. You have a point.
Are you blaming me?
So? How will you make it up to me? I feel a bit dizzy. I'll take a quick shower.
Mia! Remember, he's not your real boyfriend? Stay calm. Stay calm. I can't stay calm. Those muscles? You're not dying.
Quintus, today you must give us an explanation.
Quina, where do you think this is? A public park?
Mia, you little bitch! She hit Liana. Why not defend Liana? Huh?
Say that again, I dare you.
I'm just worried about my daughter. Look what she did to Liana. If her face is ruined, it'll be your shame when she's with you.
Lie again. I'll wreck her face for real.
You nasty girl, you wouldn't dare.
She might not, but I would.
Quintus, you can't keep protecting her.
He just loves protecting me. So what?
Mia, I want you dead.
Move and you're dead.
Mom, you have to stand up for me.
Quintus, you've supported us for years. We're family now. You've lost all sense. What a letdown.
I've seen shameless people, but you two take the cake?
Us? Shameless?
Yeah, you.
To talk, give Quintus back to me.
Liana. Quintus, you must take responsibility for my Liana right now.
Quintus owes me too.
She's truly perfect. Are they really not together?
That vixen. Mom will teach you a lesson.
Today, as the only elder here, there's something I must clarify.
Quina, don't forget. This is my house.
Quintus, didn't I say we're family? If we're family, let's not have two sides. About Mia and you hitting Liana. Today, you owe me an explanation.
You're already set for dinner. What else?
Make Mia and those vixens from nowhere get lost.
What are you smiling at? She's calling you a vixen.
It's fine. It's been a while since I've been called that. Let's eat. Don't waste Mia's efforts.
Is this even edible?
Mia, are you trying to poison us?
Pick it up and eat it.
Quintus, it was an accident. Mia, pick it up and eat it.
Quintus, I didn't mean to.
It's okay. It's dirty now. I'd worry if you got sick.
Is this what Earth people call a double standard?
Quintus, how could you?
Quintus, don't go too far.
Mia, the food's contaminated now. Let's go eat out.
Okay.
I want to go too.
You're not coming?
Please.
I'm heading to where you're going anyway.
Headache again. I'll go buy some medicine. Wait here. Miss Tarola, please look after him.
Don't worry.
I warned you to stay away from her.
Then come back with us.
I can't leave.
Quintus, time's up.
You're wrong. I have time.
If you insist on this, don't blame me.
What are you doing?
Quintus, don't leave me. I can't lose you.
Let go. What are you doing?
I want you to come back to Hacker Planet with me.
What's going on here?
Let me explain.
Take your medicine first. Who am I to ask why?
It's not what you think?
I have to go. See you later.
Want me to walk you out?
No need.
Tarola.
Sorry, friend. It's up to you now.
Hello, Measurement Ms. Lewis asked for a leave. I takes over her job. I'm Mia. Hi. You.
What is it? Do I look familiar? Oh, we met at Tarola's party.
Oh. Then, You know Quintus?
More than just knowing him, we're quite close. I'm his brother, Quinn Echo.
Brother?
Well, my dear little brother rarely mentions his family to outsiders.
He probably has his reasons. Shall we take your measurements?
Sure.
Let's start with the arms.
I've heard about you. You're quite special.
Thank you.
I like you too.
You're quite the joker.
What? Isn't this how Earth people express their love?
You talk like you're not from Earth. Well, Earth people are like this. Well, Quinn, since you're Quintus's brother, of course I like you.
You're quite interesting.
Thanks for the compliment. We're done with measurements. When he arrives, just pick the style you like.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Right, I forgot. Raise your arms.
Perfect timing.
Let go of me. What are you doing?
Mia, you're finished.
No wonder my brother likes you. You're quite the dish.
Let go. What are you doing?
Quinn, too far. Quinn, you're dead.
Too bad you can't kill me, but you're not far from death.
How did he get here so fast?
He must have been nearby.
But he...
Quintus, this is Mia's side man.
Well, yes, I admit it. I am that man.
Hey, don't you want to explain?
The photo is clear evidence. Can't wait for her spin?
The truth will out. I don't need to explain.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I must teach you a lesson on Quintus's behalf. You fickle woman.
Mind your own business.
You hit me again.
Stop it.
Quintus, she hit me first. How could you do this?
Did he hurt you?
You believe me?
I never doubted you.
Quintus, I saw them hugging and touching.
Shut up.
Sorry. Misjudged you and Tarola?
I should apologize. Mishandled us. Misled you. Sorry.
What a mess.
He's Quintus?
Want to do it again? I'm sorry.
You've said that many times.
But every time I say it, you still end up hurt. Huh. I should tie you up to keep you safe.
How would you tie me up?
You naughty girl. When did you learn to be so bold?
Well, we're closer now, aren't we?
Have you fallen for me?
Have I?
I think so.
Do you know why I agreed to be your contract girlfriend?
If Mia's memories contain me from 500 years ago, it proves she and Jade share the same soul. Looks like she's the one. She is my Jade.
Not the face, not the face. Ah!
This is a tough job. I'll call the boss to Earth.
When measuring chest size, we must be precise. Upper and lower chest positions can't be off at all. Got it?
Yes, boss?
I told you not to call me boss.
Understood, Mia. Look, your boyfriend's been waiting for you.
Quintus, wanna praise me?
Be honest with me.
Go ahead.
Who's got the better figure? Me or Quinn?
Don't be silly. I don't have time to make clothes for you. You've got plenty already.
Not joking. I want one of those outfits too.
I don't have time?
How about now?
A little.
More now.
Stop it, or I'll get mad.
I won't let you work for free. I'll pay 100 times the price.
100 times? Deal.
You materialistic earthwoman.
Ha ha ha. That tickles.
Hello?
It's me, let's meet and talk.
I'm busy. Keep away from my people, including my father.
Hi. Long time no see, Mia.
No need to meet.
Your future father-in-law wants to see you. What if I say it's because of Quintus? Will you come or not? Then please.
Boss.
Sebastian, I've told you many times, don't bother me unless it's extremely important. Only Mia is worth your time.
I know.
You know and still came in? What is it?
Boss, if I didn't find you, your Mia might not have a chance to wear this.
What happened?
Quinn injured the people protecting Mia. Mia's been taken by Quinn.
Can't censor. Go investigate.
Yes, sir.
Mia, where have they taken you?
Quintus, I should have listened and stayed away from them. Mr. Echo, I'm not here for any reason. I just want to know.
Don't even think about it. You have nothing to consider. Quintus's dad already said all along only my mom and I have taken care of Quintus. We'll live together in the future. I'll be the lady of this house.
Did you hear that? You'd better wise up. Finish this meal and get lost.
Did you hear what my mom said? I'll be the lady of this house in the future. And I'll always be with Quintus. Outsiders leave now.
Are all Earth women this stupid?
Of course, some are even dumber.
If we weren't on different sides, Mia would be quite nice.
I'm talking to you. Can't you hear me? Why are you ignoring me?
I didn't understand. I only heard 2 dogs barking nonsense.
How rude. Do you believe I can kick you out right now?
Let's all eat. This dish was Quintus's favorite as a child. Try it.
Thank you.
Mr. Echo, this dish is Liana's favorite. Please eat more. Liana used the best ingredients.
Mr. Echo, this is your favorite dish. I made it myself. Please try it.
A vixen is still a vixen. Quite skilled at vying for favor.
Liana's mom, I invited to Rolla. Be a bit polite.
Luca, this vixen is just a dancer. She's not good enough for Quintus. What are you hesitating for? Only our Liana is the best.
If I'm not good enough for Quintus, I'm afraid. Only Mia is. Right, Mia?
Troublemaker. She's even less suitable.
Mia's a troublemaker? Then what are you two?
I'm sorry. I didn't listen to you.
It's okay, I'm here.
What's this?
Just trash?
I can eat by myself.
I want to feed you.
Useless. You're unworthy to be my son.
Since you ordered Jade's death 500 years ago, you've no longer been my father.
Luca, the child rarely comes back. Don't scare him away again.
Quintus, carrots help fight aging. Quintus, carrots are so delicious. Liana wants to become more beautiful to be worthy of Quintus.
Luca, look how cute our Liana is. Only Liana and Quintus are the perfect match.
Mia, let's eat a carrot too. It's good for our future baby's looks.
Quintus, you can't marry Mia. You can only marry Liana. Liana can give you the most beautiful babies.
Quintus, you could consider having a baby with me too.
I think Miss Solana would be a better sister-in-law.
Whoever becomes the daughter-in-law of my Echo family still needs my approval.
Only
Liana.
Liana.
Liana, don't you think the Echo family is quite strange?
Oh, Mom. You're overthinking.
When you got hurt the other day, I felt like they cast some sort of spell. And this afternoon, how did we both suddenly lose our ability to speak?
Mom, you're definitely overthinking it. It's just a coincidence. Even if they were monsters. As long as they give us money, what's the problem?
Look at all this. It's all cold, hard cash.
Luca gave it to me as soon as we met. So lavish. He must want me to be Quintus's fiancé.
If I'm not mistaken, the Echo family's assets aren't just celestial ink.
So, Mom, you mean the Echo family is even richer than they seem?
Yes. That's why, Liana, you must grab onto Quintus, this big fat cash cow. Don't let that Mia
Or that bitch Tarola get him?
right. But if you fail, I have a backup plan.
What backup plan, Mom?
If we lose the young one, there's still the old one. Haha.
Father, every second wasted brings your son one step closer to death?
Son, come back to Hacker with me.
Wasn't my rebellion obvious enough?
If you continue to resist, it won't be good for you or Mia.
Luca Echo, you know what I'm capable of. Don't threaten me.
Father, he's calling you by name.
I'm trying to save you.
This is my choice. I ask that you respect my decision.
Respect you? You'll die on Earth.
No.
You know? You're 3 months away from spending 1,000 years on Earth. If you don't return to Hacker, you'll
become a full Earthling and face the Executor's hunt. All this for an Earth woman?
She's not just any woman. She's my woman.
Is she worth it?
For her, everything is worth it.
Son, I can't lose you.
What's wrong with you?
To be honest, Since the Great Space War 300 years ago, my body isn't what it used to be. I'm afraid.
I'm dying!
Son, can't you come back to Hacker for your father's sake?
Faking illness? That's always been my trick.
Oh my goodness.
Mia, why'd you burn this painting?
I didn't. It burned itself.
Mia, you'll pay for Quintus's art.
How shameless.
If I pay, it won't be to you.
I'm Quintus's fiancé. You damaged his property, so you should pay me.
My only fiancée is Mia.
Quintus, your father said. I'm your fiancé. You should listen. You know? This painting seems important to Quintus. See, Mia? Quintus is so upset. Pay me now.
Ms. Solana, are you trying to weasel out?
Own up to what you've done.
Yes, the painting did burn to ashes in my hands.
Quintus, this isn't all Mia's fault.
Who else is to blame then?
It is my fault. I just wanted to see how similar the person in the painting was. I don't know how it caught fire.
What? Who? What?
It's Quintus's ex-girlfriend?
I see. So Mia is just a replacement for Quintus.
Ah, that's it. I'll kill you today. I'll kill you, I swear.
Oh no, Mia's furious. She must be jealous of Jade. How do I explain this to her?
Mia, you're being unreasonable? You can't just do as you please because Quintus favors you. We're in someone else's home.
Quintus! Did you see that? Mia hit me in our house. Kick her out now.
I think you should leave.
Quintus, I can forgive her hitting me, but she ruined your ex's painting.
Say that again? Quintus, you care about my feelings?
Quintus, how could you? You're breaking my heart. You know, in this world, only I, Liana, understand you. I know in your heart she's just a replacement for your ex.
Oh no, she's gone, full drama queen. I can't lose now.
She seems heartbroken.
See? She's not right for you. She can't stand other women in your life. I'm different. I can tolerate anything. I truly love you.
If you can tolerate anything, why keep causing me trouble?
Because I want to be his wife.
You want to be the wife?
Yes, Quintus, break up with her.
If anyone's breaking up, it won't be on your say-so?
I can't take this anymore.
Huh? Has she realized her mistake?
No! Liana, don't do this! Don't do this!
Isn't he going to explain that painting to me?
Don't do this! Liana, stop hitting! Liana, stop it!
So noisy.
How'd it go?
I hope it went well.
Are you going to keep quiet?
If I said that painting really was you, would you believe me?
You think I'd believe that?
I don't know how to explain. But that painting,
Look at yourself now. You're nothing like a CEO.
You're not mad at me anymore?
Why would I be mad at you?
That painting.
Has nothing to do with me. You think I'd believe Liana when she said it was your ex? She can't come between us.
What if it really is you?
How could it be me? That painting looks centuries old. If it really is me, then what are you? What are you? Then you're either a monster or an alien?
Mia? If I were an alien, would you still accept me?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because our lifespans would be different.
But I could wait for you until you appear again.
Quintus. The one who lives suffers the most. I don't want my loved one to suffer for me. Quintus, I want to go home.
You need to come to the office.
I won't.
I'm not feeling well. I need someone to take care of me.
I think you're faking it.
No, I'm not.
I'd rather he fake being sick than actually be ill.
How about I take work home?
Boss, let's continue at home.
Hey, I heard our CEO's wife used to be a tailor.
Yeah, I heard that too, but she seems nice. Looks pretty weak though.
Can't even afford to shop with a month's salary. Why's she so lucky? Just got lucky, that's all. Otherwise, how could she be the CEO's wife?
Are you jealous of her?
I feel bad for the CEO. With so many great women around, he picked the most ordinary one.
The CEO has good taste. At least he didn't pick a fake one.
Who are you calling fake?
Sorry, Mrs. CEO. She didn't know you were the CEO's wife.
I was just talking nonsense. Why are you so defensive? Don't tell me those are fake.
So you're the CEO's wife. Seeing is believing, indeed. Better not to have seen it all.
Anything else you want to say?
What are you so proud of? If I'd met the CEO a bit earlier, I'd be in your place now.
So you're after my husband too?
I was just making a point.
You'd better be. Or you'll end up like Liana.
Who's Liana? You're ugly, useless, and rude as a mistress. Your parents must be rude too, raising you poorly. How could you have any manners?
How dare you insult my parents?
You, who are you to hit me?
You dare hit me?
Stop fighting.
Did she hit you?
Almost.
CEO, your wife hit me first.
From tomorrow, don't come in.
You can't fire me. Don't forget, you and my father have business dealings.
As of now, Celestial Inc. terminates all cooperation with your father.
You'd lose a business partner just to please this woman?
You made my wife unhappy. Whoever upsets my wife, I'll make their whole family unhappy.
Go home and wait for your family's bankruptcy.
You're giving me Celestial Inc.?
Only putting you in Celestial Inc.'s CEO chair can discourage them from bullying you.
I can't take it.
Why?
If I become the CEO, then you'll have nothing. They'll turn to bullying you then? Besides, you gave me another company already.
Ms. Solana, don't worry. He had companies all over the world. Celestial Inc. to him is just like a pair of socks in a drawer full of socks.
Sebastian?
That image really dampens the appetite. So, are you really that rich? I asked you, why did you look at him?
That's why I need you, to take care of the finances. After all, After all, it's better to have my wife take care of my money.
So all the transport and real estate business you mentioned are true.
Yes? Just accept it, okay? If you want something else, I can give you too.
I really can't take it? Quintus, I know you're being good to me. But you already gave me enough. You gave me the confidence I needed. So now I want to achieve something myself. Only then can I be worthy of all the gifts you gave.
Okay. I'll stand behind you.
You're so good to me. In the whole world. Except for that person, you really treat me the best.
That person? Who's that person?
Guess?
Her ex is an asshole. Can't be him. Men in her company are a bunch of uglies, can't be them either. Her clients are all old guys. Can't be them either? Quinn? He's a despicable guy, can't be him either. Except for me. Who else treats her that well? Who is it?
Fine, I'll tell you. It's my dad. Your dad. But my dad left for heaven when I was a little girl. I only know of his love for me from others telling me.
Mia, don't worry. I promise I'll treat you well for the rest of my life.
But you're dying soon. Who will treat me this well after you're gone?
Once I escape being hunted, we can live happily ever after.
Hello. What? Okay. I'll come over now. I have a new order. Gotta go.
But you're the boss. Just ask someone else to go.
They're all busy. There's nobody available. Besides, I'm free right now. I gotta go. Bye.
Should I drive you?
No need.
Why do I feel like I'm not valued?
Pretty obvious to me.
Did I ask you?
Boss, you don't like hearing the truth, that's all.
Am I not treating her well enough?
Not bad.
Am I not charming enough?
Not that.
Or should I have a change of style?
Yeah, if I hadn't been with you since I was 10, I might have thought you never changed your clothes.
Fine, I'll change. But what if she doesn't like it?
There's something else?
What?
Your age?
But Earth people don't care about that.
They take 3 years as an age gap. I mean, look at your age gap.
I'm young at heart, okay?
You've changed, boss.
How?
More chatty and clueless, self-conscious.
Say something else?
You're asking dating advice from someone with zero dating experience?
Go learn then.
This is not within my scope of work. I need a raise. I'll go right now, boss? I heard girls like medicated plasters. Medicated plasters.
What? Medicated plasters? I don't need any?
I know you do. I'll send some over now.
What the?
Hello, Miss Solana. So, what do you think of what we discussed earlier?
I don't need it.
Hey!
What are you doing?
Say yes. Then all the orders will be yours.
Don't touch me.
You and your little company. How many orders a year can you get?
Let go of me, don't touch me.
Be with me, then all my company's orders will be yours. You bit me?
No.
You want violence, don't you?
Quintus, aren't you coming? Why aren't you here yet? Let go of me.
Sorry, I'm late once again. You dare to touch my woman?
He said if things turn south, just mention his name.
Who is he?
Quinn Echo.
Bastard! This is the last straw.
Come back with us. And Mia Solana won't die. She can enjoy all the assets you leave her. Wouldn't that be great? Why do we have to do this?
Bastard, I'll kill you.
Stop. If you kill him, you'll only face more danger on Earth.
If you ask me, ending Jade would solve everything.
You bastard!
Stop!
We're far from done!
You used such a dirty tactic on a girl. Shameful.
What do we do now?
There's another way?
What? You don't have the guts?
You're right, I don't.
Haven't you always wanted to be the CEO's wife?
But if Quintus finds out about this, he'll kill me.
Don't worry. Quintus, he's a responsible man. Once you're pregnant with his child, not only will you be his wife, even if you want a star from the sky, he'll fetch it for you. So really, it's a rare opportunity. Have all the help you need from us.
You like Quintus too. Why don't you do it?
I do, but I like his brother more.
You're quick to change.
I prefer you to Mia to be my sister-in-law.
Fine, I'll do it.
Should I have never appeared in her life? To force me come back with them? To Hacker Planet? They shy away from nothing, I fear? She'll be in more danger from now. Mia.
Quintus, did I just add to your trouble?
You got in trouble because of me.
What good deed did I do in my previous life to have met him in this life? How can you be so perfect?
Why did you say that?
I just think I can't accomplish anything. I'm not worthy of you.
My Mia is the best.
I know what I'm like. I'm weak, incapable, and dumb. Had it not been for you saving me every time, I might have...
Say something like that again, and I'll seal your mouth shut. If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't be alive now.
Quintus, do you think we knew each other in our past lives?
Did you remember something?
Even before meeting you, I had vision of you in my head. So I wonder if there's really such a thing as a past life.
Doesn't matter if there is. This life and the next. We'll be together.
I like you so much.
I like you more.
Do you really love me?
Let's get married.
Married? But I'm not prepared.
You're right. Marriage needs a lot of preparation. We don't have time.
Are you regretting it?
I'm just thinking. Maybe we should skip the marriage step.
Hey, I just remembered I need to see a client. Female client. Don't worry.
This time I won't let you run off. I guarantee it's the last time.
No. What are you doing, Quintus, you rascal?
Trust me, it's really the last time.
Ah, your phone's ringing. Get it.
Hello. Quintus, we're leaving soon.
Quintus, I poured this for you. Have a sip.
Quintus, today.
Get back to your rooms. Humans only live for a few decades, and they make peace with it. So there's no reason we can't accept things as they are. You only want to spend a few decades with your loved one. I've decided to respect your choice. It may be a long time till we sit down for tea again. Son, don't blame me. It's all for your own good.
Any contact yet?
After you two got together, he almost never left your side. He's been missing for 5 hours. Something must have gone wrong.
Continue looking.
Yes, I got it.
Quintus, where did you go? Tarola,
Look no more. He's not coming back.
you know where he is?
Both of us lost to Liana.
What are you talking about? Where is he?
He's in bed with Liana.
What?
I said, Quintus is with Liana now. He doesn't want you anymore.
That can't be. He promised to marry me. He won't leave me behind.
Do you understand men at all? They all change once. They got what they want. Haven't you any ideas?
But Quintus is not like that?
If he's not like that, then why is he getting in bed with Liana?
Tarola, how are you so sure Quintus is with Liana?
If you don't believe me, go check for yourself. I believed him.
I did
did too. Woman to woman, I just don't want you to get deceived by men.
Tarola, you can stay here and become an actress.
Quinn, I'm beginning to hate myself.
Quintus, would you really betray me? Mia, you shouldn't doubt Quintus.
Quintus, from today on, you'll be mine.
What are you doing?
Quintus, that Mia woman is nothing compared to me. Why do you insist on having a fondness for her and not me?
Liana, let go of me.
But after today, you'll be mine alone.
You.
Don't run, Quintus. You have nowhere to run.
Drugs meant for humans have no effect on me. Must be Quinn who set me up.
Looks like it's working. They didn't lie to me?
Get lost.
You really betrayed me.
Mia, don't go. Mia... Get lost.
Quintus, why are you acting like this? You were so gentle before.
Mia... Listen to me.
I don't need to. I saw everything.
Quintus, since she saw everything, we should just tell her there's nothing to hide.
Whatever happened before, you always trusted me.
I trusted you too much. It's over between us.
Mia... It's different this time. They drugged.
Quintus,
men really are all the same. Let go of me?
No. I won't let go. Liana, you let go of me.
Quintus, you promised me earlier that we'll always be together.
Let go.
If you don't let go, I'll kill you right now.
If you don't let go, I'll kill you too.
I'll prove to you I didn't betray you.
Quintus.
Quintus, his blood is blue. Blue monster.
Quintus. Are you okay? Quintus. Help. Help.
You two? What did you do to my son?
Mr. Echo, didn't you know about this?
Nonsense. What did I know?
Had you not let it slide, how did we dare? This is your house.
You know that? I kept you here out of kindness, and yet You used such a filthy trick on my son.
No, it's her. She told me to do it.
Liana, everyone knows that I like Quintus. How could I tell you to do this?
It's her. I'm not lying, it's her.
Enough. Everyone saw it. Had it not been for you, my son wouldn't have get hurt.
Mom, he's a monster. His blood is blue. Mom.
Liana,
I just want to go home.
I beg of you. Please let us go. We won't show up again.
Don't you want your daughter to become the CEO's wife now?
No, I don't. We're no longer after your fortune. Please let us go.
Wait! My brother hasn't said he'll let you go.
Quintus, we were wrong. Let us go, please. We're no longer...
Mom!
I don't want to see them here.
Okay, we'll go. We'll leave now. What do you want?
You ruined my son's reputation. How can I just let you go like that?
Aren't you afraid of me?
No, I know you're a good monster. Why are you laughing?
I'm not a monster. I'm from Hacker Planet.
So you're an alien?
To me, you're an alien too.
Took me so long to have a boyfriend and he's not human.
Sounds like an insult.
But you're not human?
Well, you're right. Let's go home, okay?
Ms. Solana, you can't take him back.
I'll deal with you, and what you've done later.
Human doctors can't treat him. You taking him from us only means his death.
I'd rather die than be manipulated by you.
What happened tonight is clearly his family using Liana to get between us. They did all of that because of Quintus. Because of me, he wouldn't get back for treatment. That means I'm leading him to his death.
Quintus, stop being stubborn. You have no time left?
Even with just one day left, I want to spend it with Mia.
Quintus, I want to break up with you.
Why? Didn't you say you didn't mind who I am?
I mind you hiding it from me. If I had known earlier, I wouldn't have accepted you.
Sorry.
You should be? Because of you being a CEO, I got bullied so many times. I had enough.
I didn't protect you well enough.
You know, you didn't protect me well. Then. Let's break up.
No. You said you liked me earlier.
Why are you so dumb? If it weren't for your money, why would I waste my time with a dying man?
But didn't you say we knew each other in our previous lives?
Enough, Quintus. You fool. You're so easy to trick. You'll believe whatever I tell you. I'm so tired of you.
Really hate me?
Quintus, I love you so much. How can I hate you? But, yes, I hate you. Go back to your planet. Stop bothering me. Sorry, Quintus.
It should be settled this time.
使用力包各部頭for his own goal. If she now Quintus is not sick, they might be back together.
Then we'll make sure they can't.
Doctor, I want to know more about Quintus's condition.
Why aren't they here yet? What took you so long?
Traffic.
Traffic.
Uh-huh.
Can he whoosh? What traffic could have kept him?
No whoosh today.
Huh? Why? What's up with them? broke up.
He got dumped.
Mia?
You're not actually sick, are you?
Sorry?
It's great. Quintus is not dying. He's not dying. But he caused me such heartache. But you lied to me.
I just wanted to be with you. I was afraid you'd leave me. Sorry? I'm late again.
You got what you wanted. We did get together. Ah.
What's wrong? Mia.
Did I make a mistake? 500 years ago, Jade died because of me. And now 500 years later, Mia's getting hurt because of me. Should I have never showed up?
You leave now. That'll make you an unworthy man. Pregnant.
Pregnant. We have a child?
We have a child?
A child born of a hacker man and a woman from Earth. Should be really smart, right?
Of course!
Mia. Mia, can you hear? We have a child now, Mia. After our child's born, we'll spend time together, teaching him. Taking him to school. We'll take care of his children one day too.
Why am I feeling so conflicted?
Mia, did you hear that?
What should I do?
This is great, your boss. More like a man. No, that's not what I meant. I meant he was not human.
Get out. Mia, you're awake. Mia, I have good news. We have a child now. You're pregnant. I know. I wasn't treating you well enough. I guarantee from now on, I'll be good to you both. Let's get back together. Okay?
What about your family?
I can't kill them. If I do, the whole hacker planet will be after us. Besides, they're family after all. Don't worry, I will come up with a solution.
Can't. Will we be in hiding forever? Wake up? Between us, there won't be happiness?
But Mia, 500 years ago, we had happiness together.
500 years ago?
Yes. Remember the painting? The girl in the painting is actually you 500 years ago. Jade. Saul.
Jade Soul from 500 years ago?
Right. You're Jade Saul.
Echo? I can accept you for who you are. I can forgive you for lying about your illness. But I can't accept you using me as a stand-in for your ex.
Stand-in. Mia, you are Jade.
I am Jade. How can you be so sure?
It's hard for me to explain.
'Cause I look like her.
No, Mia. Didn't you say you have some memories of me? Jade knows about what we went through together. Only she knows. So you must be Jade?
But it could be just my imagination. And you showed up just in time.
Doesn't matter, whether you believe me or not. You are Jade. I've looked for you for 500 years.
500 years, or 1,000 years. The person you've been looking for is your Jade, not me.
Mia is done with you. Come back with us.
She'll forgive me.
Or she still loves you?
I love her.
If you love her, you shouldn't be in your current state. At least let her know you're living a good life for her and the baby's sake.
It was you people who robbed us of our life together.
Even if we had done nothing, do you really think you can have a happy ending? Don't have much time left. Think carefully about it. Mia, I'm Tarola.
I'm not seeing him.
I miss you.
I can tell. You can leave now.
Ah,
Are you okay? Earth medication may not work on you. You should go back and let them take care of it. Don't let it infect.
come back to me, okay?
We're over.
No, we're not. I can't lose you?
You just can't accept that person you looked for 500 years, wants nothing to do with you.
That's not it.
It's late, leave.
I'm not leaving.
I'll leave then.
How should I explain it to you so that you believe me? You and Jade are one and the same.
I just don't believe in myself.
Why?
You can just throw away the gift you gave me. How much can you love me?
I only did that because this bracelet was touched by Quinn. That's why.
You really mind such a thing, huh? Well, I do too.
Don't move!
Ah.
Ha ha. Ah. You're awake. My mom said she'd catch someone for me to play with. She said it'd be fun, ha ha.
She doesn't seem normal. Play?
Yes, yes. How do you want to play? Let's play together, ha 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 ha.
What do you want to play?
What to play? Oh yeah.
I can't get axed to death. That'll look horrible.
Which one do you like?
Are you mad?
This one. Is it good? I'm not mad. Stop saying I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Did you hear that? Ah.
Wait.
I'm not mad.
Wait. Untie me first. This one is not fun. You untie me, then I'll play with you, okay?
Play what?
Untie me first, then I'll tell you.
Don't trick me, okay?
Mia Solana.
Mom.
You're messing with my daughter. Look at her current state. You're still messing with her.
She wanted to kill me.
We got you here to kill you.
You're not afraid of punishment?
Punishment? You people turned her into this. You got what's coming for you.
It was them who did it to her. Why don't you go seek revenge with them?
If you hadn't insisted on being with Quintus, those monsters wouldn't have tortured her. It's you who should pay?
I think it's because you wouldn't dare touch them. That's why you're putting on me.
So what if it's true? Killing you would torment Quintus. That'd be enough for us.
I broke up with him. He wouldn't be in any pain because of me.
So you're saying we can do whatever we want with you, and he wouldn't bat an eyelash?
Quina, I'm not with Quintus anymore, so there's no grudge between us. Release me. I'll seek treatment for your daughter. I'll make sure she got treated.
Phooey.
Mom.
So kind of you.
Mom, I don't want hospital.
Liana.
They'll lock me up. I don't want to be locked up. I don't want to... Ah.
Mia Solana. I'll kill you.
Did I come late once again?
Quintus, I was wrong. I knew you loved me. I shouldn't have minded the other stuff. Sorry. Wake up, okay? We won't fight ever again.
Ms. Solana, please come with me.
Quintus, our act of saving the beauty and playing the victim is a bit much, you know. I got intel that the executor after you is here on Earth. You should be prepared. Sorry, I didn't have a choice. Neither did your brother.
Finally, this day has come.
Ms. Solana, about Quintus, he's currently in a grave state. The main thing is his superpower. It's almost gone.
Superpower? Gone?
You can understand it like this. This power of his is like us humans' energy. Imagine if we have no energy left. Then we'll be
done.
Huh?
The thing is, we also found something abnormal. We have no full understanding of it yet.
What is it?
It's his blood. It's changed color.
Tarola, you know something, don't you?
What can you do if I tell you?
Miss, I suggest you tell us about it. It can help alleviate the patient's situation.
There's nothing wrong with him. Once he comes back to Hacker Planet, everything will be normal again?
What is that all about?
The threat he's under is nothing you people can imagine. Mia, if you really want what's good for him, you should vanish.
Quintus, maybe leaving you really is the best I can do for you.
Why hasn't Mia come back to see me?
You awake? Take it slow.
Where is she?
She's gone.
For your sake?
What do you mean?
Just my guess?
What?
Why didn't you even say goodbye?
Thank you for saving me.
You know, that's not what I meant.
Then what do you mean?
I mean, I don't want to be apart from you.
I still can't forgive you. You treated me as a replacement for your ex. Sorry.
Mia, as long as I'm alive, I'll wait for you to forgive me.
Sorry, Mia. Ah, you're awake.
Bastard. Let go of me, let go.
Relax, Mia. Nothing happened between us last night.
Then who changed my clothes?
Ah, I did. No need to thank me.
Pervert, what do you want?
Acting on my father's orders to take my brother's woman.
You and your father are insane.
I can't use violence on my brother, nor can I kill you. What else can I do?
Let go of me. I'm going home.
Quintus, as a Hacker Planet explorer for Earth, fell in love with a human woman named Jade Saul 500 years ago. This violated planetary regulations, obviously. So, I killed that woman called Jade Saul.
You killed Jade Saul?
To be precise, I killed your past life.
So, I am really the same person as Jade Saul?
Ah. The scent is unmistakable. That's how I found Quintus.
What scent do I have?
Honestly, I hoped he would stay on Earth. After all, if he returns to Hacker Planet, there'd be nothing for me.
So you're jealous of him?
Yes, obviously.
If he goes back to the planet with you, will there be no more crises?
Correct. His only crisis back on Hacker Planet would be me.
He should go back to where he belongs.
My brother has good taste in women. Such a pity.
What's a pity?
Pity I must follow orders and break you two apart. Come on in.
Ms. Solana, as the president's wife, is your affair a personal choice, or what are you doing? Or were you forced?
Mrs. Solana?
The president has always cared for you. Do you think
he'll forgive you?
Mia Solana.
If you have any conscience, apologize publicly.
You must explain
to everyone today.
Please explain.
Out.
Mrs. Solana. Out. Please explain.
Don't be afraid. I'm here.
Quintus, No need to explain. I know. You're not like that.
I can't be soft-hearted. You don't know I actually?
Wanted to taste your planet's enforcer.
Mia, what are you saying? Did he force you to say that? No one forced me? This is who I am! Oh! Ah! The reporters are gone. Guess I don't need this anymore. So sticky and gross. Oh?
If you dare to report today's events recklessly, you'll never work in this industry again. Understand?
Yes, understood, understood.
Looks like Quintus has decided to end our relationship publicly. Maybe that's for the best.
What? Regretting it now? It's not too late to tell him.
Aren't you afraid she'll actually go, and our plan will fail, ruining our reputation too?
Quinn Echo, have no reputation left to ruin?
That is true. Only you would partner with me on Hacker Planet.
I'm all you have.
I now solemnly announce that my relationship with my wife...
Maya, this is your choice. You can't regret even if it hurts.
My relationship with my wife is unbreakable. It's because of some mistakes I have made, but I will be forgiven, because she's my only reason for staying. Without her, there's no me.
Ugh. Seems my efforts were wasted.
I thought adding fuel would break them up. What went wrong?
The problem is, he is so shameless. He accepted such a serious betrayal. So shameless.
He loves too deeply, too humbly. And... Wait, there is one thing.
Huh?
We tried such a trick to break them up, but it doesn't work.
Our goal was to reveal Quintus' alien identity to scare Mia away. But only Quina and her daughter were scared off.
Quintus lied about his being sick. She, instead of being angry, was happy for him.
So it seems using ex-girlfriend, jealousy was effective. Women's jealousy is the deadliest.
But now, even that doesn't work.
So I told them the truth.
Truth?
Of course the truth to lift the misunderstanding. Ah, Dad. Ah.
This is the power of love?
Flaunting love leads to downfall?
Quinn. Now I understand why you often get beaten.
Since we can't break them up, let's bless them. After all, Hacker Planet still has me. Ah, Dad.
Tarola, you want to stop us?
The order has been given by Lord. Quintus violates the law and is incorrigible. He must be punished.
There's no leeway?
Sparing the Echo family is Lord Hacker's biggest mercy.
Wait.
Tarola, as the highest executor of Hacker Planet, you should know better.
Quintus has only 1 week until the millennia come. So he's not a criminal yet. If you act now, you'll be the criminals.
When the time comes, we won't hold back.
Thank you, Tarola.
I've read novels where lovers say they'll love each other forever, but they only live for a century. What's forever?
We'll be together forever. Past life, this life, next life, and forever.
As long as you, this old monster, don't fall out of love, we'll truly be together forever.
Well,
what's wrong?
I was thinking about how to explain my many exes to you.
Wait, you don't age? So only I will age? Am I getting old? Will you stop loving me when I'm old?
No, you're not old.
No. What I'm gonna do?
Boss, the substitute is ready. Can be used anytime.
Good. As long as I don't want to die, no one can kill me.
Quintus, we need to prepare a nice room and buy many cute dresses for our daughter.
Yes, and find her a good husband.
Money doesn't matter. Character is most important?
No, he must have money. Earth people used to say, man with sudden wealth will turn bad. He should be rich from the start and received a higher education. That's called being well matched.
Right. What should we name her so that it sounds good?
Such an important decision left to me?
You're the head of the family. Of course you decide.
You're my rock. Without you, I'd be lost.
When did you, Mr. CEO, become such a smooth talker?
Don't you like it? I just learned it online.
I like it. Women fall in love with their ears and I'm no exception.
All right. Mia.
Don't rub my hair, you mess it up.
You wait in the car. Don't worry about me. Are you here to count down my life?
We're here to remind you. Returning to Hacker Planet is not late right now.
We heard about your situation. Will you give up eternal life for a human?
If I can't have love, what's the point of eternal life?
Once the time comes, you'll become fully human, and will enforce the death penalty. You know this.
Better than anyone else.
Since you have made up mind, then don't blame us for being merciless.
This is your duty. You should leave now. It seems you're new to Earth. Can't even speak the language well.
Is what they said true?
Of course it's true. This is Quintus's crisis.
Quintus's crisis? Quintus, didn't you say you'd never lie to me? You liar, you big liar.
I'm sorry?
What will I do if you die? What about our child? What I'm gonna do?
Relax. I'm not gonna die. How could I abandon you and our child?
But now you've lost your powers and become human. How will you fight them? What about your family?
Trust me, I won't die. I can't die.
But don't worry.
I already have a plan. Just believe me.
Quintus, do you have a plan?
I've been prepared long ago.
Do you need my help?
Go back and tell them that if they don't want me to die, they shouldn't show up until the Millennium Day.
Okay.
Let's go home?
Is it really okay? Of course. If he goes back to your planet, will he be safe? Your people won't kill him.
There will still be some punishment. But for people on Hacker Planet, it won't be fatal. However, if he stays on Earth, he's certain to die.
Trust me. Don't listen to her. Everything will be fine, Mia. I already have a plan. It'll be fine. Trust me.
I want to believe you, but I'm too scared to gamble. Why don't you go back to the planet with her? Explain everything clearly, then come back. That way, you won't die.
It's not as simple as you think.
Then tell me. If you don't tell me anything, how can I trust you?
Let's go.
Let me tell you.
Quinn, shut up.
Quintus, the first thing they'll do when you return is erase all your memories of her. He isn't afraid of dying, but doesn't want to forget you.
Is that why you'd rather die on Earth than go back?
Mia, if I had to forget you, I'd rather die.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
You've done nothing wrong? Without you, what's the point of living another 1,000 years?
But I don't want you to die.
I won't die. I still want to spend eternity with you.
Go back to your planet, please.
I said I won't go back.
But
there is no but. Mia, I won't leave you.
Such a fool. What's all this love for? Women are just burdens?
Yes, love is truly exhausting.
Why endure it when you know it's so tiring? Quintus! Echo! Huh?
Get out.
My dear brother, you don't seem happy to see me.
After the Millennium Day, I will kill you.
Good, very good. From birth till now, your talents and intelligence have always overshadowed me. No matter how hard I tried, I could never surpass you. Why is that? Just because of this so-called talent? You kept breaking the rules for a human woman, leaving us to clean up your mess. Tell me, why should we? Want to stand up and fight me? Then stand up. You've become so weak and powerless for a human woman, letting others trample over you?
Human beings are stronger than you think.
Ha ha! Well, prove it then. Show me how strong you are.
I'll show you right now. Quintus, Quintus! Get out of the Earth.
All right. I know everyone hates me, including you. But so what? I don't need everyone's approval. 500 years ago, it was my fault? Oh. And one more thing I forgot to mention. Though we have the same parents, why are you better looking than me? Makes me, as the elder brother, lose face? I've lied countless times. But one thing I can't avoid is that no matter how much I hate you, you'll always be my dear brother. Always my dear brother.
Brother, learned a new ability. Aren't you happy?
Oh, brother, you were cuter when you were younger. From now on, take good care of her.
Why didn't you use your powers? Isn't it tiring?
This way it feels like the remaining time is longer.
Have you made up your mind?
Actually, losing powers isn't all bad.
So you're saying being human isn't so bad? I used to call you cold and unfeeling. I'm sorry.
If I can be reborn, would you still come to find me? It's okay if you don't. I have plenty of friends.
Son, I know this is unfair to you, but he is your brother.
But I'm also your son, aren't I?
Quintus. Quintus. Where did you go? Sebastian, do you have any news about Quintus?
Madam, please don't worry. Be careful not to hurt the baby.
How can I not worry? Quinn was here last night. I'm worried about him. Do you know something?
Madam, after today, everything will be on track.
I need you to confirm his safety right now.
The boss is very safe.
Quintus.
What you owe me, remember to pay in the next life. Goodbye.
No. Don't.
Mia Solana, lie down.
I need to find Quintus.
Enough, Mia Solana. Who are you trying to impress with this act?
Is he not coming back?
Why did Quintus fall in love with you? If he hadn't, he wouldn't. Just lie down and don't hurt the baby.
My child won't have a father.
And if he really doesn't have a father, what will you do?
I'm going to find him.
Enough. I thought you'd be different from other women, but I was wrong. You're so irresponsible? If he's still alive, he wouldn't die just to save you.
How can such a good person die for me?
Mia, your death won't help anything.
Then what should I do? If he's dead, I don't want to live.
I won't let you die. If you die, then his sacrifice would be in vain.
What do you mean?
She means that I'm not dead?
It's really you. You're alive.
From now on, it's always me.
Does it hurt?
Of course it hurts. I'm alive.
We're both still alive?
Yes, we're both alive.
Haven't you wondered why?
Not only did I think about it, but it's all part of my plan.
Your plan?
Sebastian. Tell them the truth.
I'll explain. Mia, the Quintus Echo you saw wasn't the real Quintus Echo.
You mean that person was a substitute?
Yes. He was Quintus Echo's brother, Quinn Echo.
Impossible. The substitute was arranged years ago. How could it be Quinn? Besides, we had a deep enmity. How could it be?
Brother, you were cuter when you were younger. Take good care of her from now on.
Sebastian Hafner, explain this to me.
Voss, the original substitute, died in an accident a few days ago.
Quintus?
Tell me why. Tell me why.
He said,
Quintus is my good brother. But I haven't been a good brother. This time, I wanted to make it right.
You're lying. You're all lying to me. Brother, I don't want your compensation. Come back, Quinn.
Hey! I'm back! So can you die now?
Was it really Quinn who replaced Quintus?
Brother.
Oh? What's wrong? Are you unhappy that I'm not dead, my dear brother?
Did you ask for my permission to do this? Did I agree?
Father agreed. And he didn't let me tell you. Does that mean my death was in vain? So unfair.
Why?
I knew he wouldn't die. At most, he'd be half dead.
See? You see that? He doesn't care about my life or death.
I care. Brother, I care about you. When I gained new abilities, I told you. Because I wanted your attention.
Ah. So. You got abilities just to share your pleasure with me? Oh, I always thought you were just bragging.
Brother, thank you.
Fine. Thank you too.
Quinn, really, thank you.
I truly thank all of you.
Oh, by the way, are you still avenging Jade Soul? Why hit the left cheek again? Oh no, old man. Why won't you let me go back to Hacker?
Since Quintus has become human, he needs your protection.
Oh, are you kidding me? I killed Jade Soul, insulted Mia Solana, and cuckolded him. Do you think my life isn't long enough?
Don't worry. This time, the executors verified that you simply can't die.
Human beings often say that sons screw their dads over, but you really love screwing over your eldest son.
Then it's decided.
I want to stay too.
Good. From now on, all orders on Earth come from Tarola.
I won't let you down.
Huh? Sure, as if anyone cares?
All right. All matters on Earth are now in your hands. Don't bother me with anything.
Wait! What if your younger son dies? Run away!
Weren't they here to go back? Why are they fighting?
We two human beings don't need to worry about those aliens.
Let me check if you're really a human. Let me bite you to see your blood. Let me bite you.
It hurts. Careful, don't hurt the baby.
Alright, I'll let you go for now.
Let me go. I don't want to let you go.
What are you gonna do?